I am the product of ill omen, born in the shadow of a vast ancestral library whose very walls breathed the dust of centuries. From my earliest memory, I knew not the vigor of play, nor the warmth of sunlight, only the melancholic solitude of books and the whispered communion of the dead. My name is Aegeus, and this is a confession from which I cannot wake. Berenice was my cousin, radiant where I was hollow, full of life where I had always been its shadow. In those early days, she moved through our estate like something not entirely of this world, her laughter ringing through corridors that had not heard joy in decades. She was light itself, and I was the darkness that could not help but adore her. Then the illness came upon her, sudden, merciless, total. It consumed her beauty as a flame consumes a moth, leaving behind only a spectre of the woman I had known. She suffered terrible fits, cataleptic trances in which she lay motionless as a corpse, and in those horrible pauses between one breath and the next, I watched something within me begin to unravel. It was during one such trance that she smiled, and I saw her teeth. God help me, I saw her teeth. From that moment forward, I was no longer capable of any other thought. They consumed my waking hours, my midnight vigils, every corner of my diseased imagination. They had become the axis around which my entire crumbling world revolved. I tried to reason with myself, to name this fixation for the madness it surely was. But monomania does not yield to reason. It devours it. Page after page I wrote, sketch after fevered sketch, my pen scratching in the darkness as the household slept, and something ancient and terrible took root in the soil of my unraveling mind. I woke to morning, pale, grey, accusatory. My clothes were caked in mud and something darker. My hands trembled. A servant stood in the doorway, her face drained of all colour, her mouth working soundlessly. She pointed at the floor. I looked down. Beside my chair lay a spade. On my desk sat a small ebony box. My fingers shook as I lifted its lid. Inside, arrayed with some horrible deliberateness, lay 32 small, white, perfect objects. The room tilted, the candle guttered. From somewhere in the depths of the estate, I heard a sound that I pray was the wind, and I pray was not a human voice screaming beneath the earth. I have written it all down now, every particular of this account which I can bear to remember, and several which I cannot bear to forget. The library is quiet, the house is still. Berenice is in the earth again, and I sit here with ink-stained hands and a mind no longer entirely my own. Some nights I hear her smiling in the dark. Some nights, God forgive me, I smile back.